That's a wolf. That's a wolf. There's a wolf at the camp office. Greetings and welcome back to the Long Dark. And we are taking shelter right now. Outside, the wind is howling once again, and what is worse, see, look, we can't even see outside. It's just a whiteout. It is just a whiteout out there. We can't see more than about 20 feet ahead of us. And the question last time was, do we try and make our way back to the huts, to our camp office even, or do we stay here and wait the storm out? We're all right in here. Look, the cold is dropping. We're a little bit hungry and a little bit thirsty and a little bit tired, but generally speaking, we're all right. And it was a pretty split decision, actually. Quite a few people wanted me to press on back to the camp office. However, I think the stay and hunker down crowd edged it out just slightly. And because it was so close, I decided to go with the clearly more sane option of just staying here and hoping that the storm blows over quickly. I've got plenty of supplies on me. I've got, a decent amount of food and drink, so this shouldn't be a problem. I'm sure we can just wait here. It's going to be a little bit dull. I suppose we could read the newspaper, but who knows what that's going to have in it. Or we could, we could just sit down and magically allow time to pass. Is there like a... Oh, there we go. I'm sitting. You see, I've sat down in the comfy chair, put my feet up. Let's have a bit of does it? Oh, maybe it's dying down. It may well be dying down. Shall we have a can of orange soda because it's only on 37%? Actually, this one's on 31%. Look, Summit Soda. Full of high fructose corn syrup. I mean, that sounds like actually quite a good emergency thing to have available to us. Let's actually just drink some water, look. And, should we eat the candy bar? Let's eat the candy bar. Chocolate and nuts. Well, that didn't help our hunger a huge amount, which I suppose is probably fairly accurate for a candy bar. Let's have a look outside and see what it's like now. Well, okay, we can now see, but there is still quite a strong wind blowing, which is not ideal. Shall we, let's just dash out to that hut, right, because that's quite close. We can dash out to that hut and come back here to shelter if we need to. Oh, I feel that wind. Oh, it's like cutting right through you. Whoa, super chilled. Okay, but actually it's not too bad. It's not too bad. We can put up with this for a short period of time, especially now we put our thin wool sweater on, which, as was pointed out, was better because it was in much better condition than the thick wool sweater, which was really just a set of rags at that point. Right, let's search the cupboard because, as we know, there's always more rifle rounds. There's always cool stuff in cupboards. And some more herbal tea. That is good. The more tea we have, frankly, the happier I will be. Let's pick up this reclaimed wood. Sounds like the wind is dying down, which is good. I've got some scrap metal, bits and pieces of metal. That could be useful for doing a spot of crafting at some point. Search the other drawer. This anymore. Bit of newsprint. Some tomato soup. Ooh, might even stave off starvation for a little longer. Yes, staving off starvation is a very good thing. Right, the wind has stopped. Our coldness is fine. It's only increasing fairly slowly. We're a little bit hungry. Should we just head straight back to the camp office now? Let's just go and investigate very quickly this little end of the lake. Just see what's there. If there's no way up, then we know that we don't need to worry about coming down here again, which is what it looks like is the case. It looks like it's all completely barred off. It is. Yep. Very much so. Alright, let's just work our way back around then. Well, I think we've explored pretty much everything around this side of Mystery Lake. We've been to the huts there and behind that little island. Is there anything on the island? I suppose it's worth a look, isn't it? We might as well. I love islands, personally. I'm a massive fan of them. If I can visit an island, even one in the middle of a frozen lake, which I suppose is sort of not exactly an island. Ice fishing huts. That's... what, is that the name of the island? Come on. Can we get up? Can we get up the island? It seems that it is too steep for us. Oh, here we go. We've managed to kind of climb up, and we've made it to the top. We are king of the island. There's nothing here, but nonetheless, we are king of it. Okay, fine. Let's head back down. So yeah, we've been to that hut there, and we've been to those huts, and we've been to those huts, and I think we've been to all these little fishing huts as well. So we've pretty much explored the whole of Mystery Lake. I don't know what the mystery of Mystery Lake was. This was Frozen Franklin, I think. Definitely explored. Yeah, we've definitely explored this whole thing. There is, look, the lake does go off in that direction, so we can maybe explore over there at some point. What have we got? 3 hours of daylight left. Not tonight, unfortunately. We're going to have to head home tonight and do something else. We'll have a bit of dinner and sort of make plans. We've also got the railway to explore, so we can follow that off in another direction. And is that a wolf? That was a wolf. Look, it's chasing something. I think it may well be chasing one of the deer that was here. I mean, we could always go off tomorrow and see if it brought it down, and there might be like a deer carcass that we can harvest. But I don't really want to tangle with wolves until I have to. If you know what I mean. Can I equip? No lamps in inventory. No firearms in inventory. Summits. No, don't. Stop dropping things. I must be able to equip that hatchet, right? Surely. Use it as a weapon if I need to. I mean, a hatchet is a lot better than bare fists when trying to deal with wolves, or indeed, you know, to try and hunt with, although that's, yeah, it's not very likely, is it? Oh, fantastic! Look, we have made it back to the camp office, the beautiful camp office, our home away from home. That's a wolf. That's a wolf. There's a wolf at the camp office. What am I supposed to do? We're gonna dash for the door. Oh, I think it saw us, but I think we got in. We did. We got in. We're safe. We're safe. That's right. Let's see if we can equip this hatchet. Where is it? Equip. Doesn't seem to be equipable. I suppose we can always throw a flare if we need to. Freddie, are you here? You haven't been eaten by wolves, have you? No, you're there. Good. Oh, I hope you've been looking after the place. We had a bit of a trip, I can tell you. It was freezing out there and windy, and we got kind of cut off for a little while. But you know, I was able to just hunker down in a hut. Wouldn't like to get caught out like that in sort of more of a wilderness type area. I'm absolutely fine. We don't need to light a fire. I'm getting a little bit hungry, so I guess we should have some dinner. We've got, what, 2 hours of daylight left, but going outside when there's wolves there just seems crazy, doesn't it? Pretty much. Have we not explored this filing cabinet? Tin of coffee. How could I have not explored this filing cabinet? Beef jerky? Sewing kit? Oh, all the wonders. All the wonders that I just... Why did none of you tell me that I'd not explored the filing cabinet yet, huh? Is it because I edit my videos and you've got no idea what happens between cuts? It probably is. At least in part. These things rip. Freddie, have you been restocking this place in my absence? Is that what's happened? I'm sure I picked up the accelerant from over here. Didn't I? I'm sure I did. I'm sure I must have done. I know we didn't search the first aid kit, actually, so let's do that now. Energy bar, okay, nice. Bandage, good. That stuff can go into my personal inventory drawer. Is there something in here as well? More newsprint? Cardboard matches? There's loads of stuff. I think Freddie has indeed, in my absence, gone out and plundered the area and just kind of restocked the place for me. Let's have a look upstairs, because I'm sure I searched these things. Look. Empty. Maybe I don't know now. I just don't know. It could be just me having not done stuff properly and forgotten about it, or it could be something else. Right. Let's have some dinner. Could have the pork and beans, I suppose. We'd probably want to cook it though, wouldn't we? Shall we get the fire going? Let's get the fire going. We'll boil up some more water because I think we're running relatively low on that. Look, we've only got 0.52 litres left. So we'll get the fire going. We'll have them pork and beans. Should we use the reclaimed wood? Because it doesn't make that much difference. Look, 54. Maybe it's because we don't have very good wood to go on it. We'll use a bit of reclaimed wood. There we go, 49%. If nothing else, it'll be good practice for improving our firelighting skill, which could be critical at some point in the future. We could have a situation where, you know, we desperately need to light a fire. We haven't got any accelerant, and we'll be relying on our fire starting skill. So, there we go. Come on, fire. Come on, fire. 54%, or sorry, 49%. You know, 50-50. Toss of a coin. Ah, we failed. Alright, let's try again. Come on now, fire. Practice makes... Failed already. Oh, come on. Am I actually wasting resources each time I do this? We're bound to be working towards a level up. That's the way these things work, isn't it? Sooner or later we will ding. Come on, fire, this time. This time. Third time lucky. Third time's the charm. Boy, there we go. Fire lighting skill, fire starting skill has increased to 55. Oh, good stuff. Fire duration 23 minutes. Let's chuck a bit more reclaimed wood on. 52 minutes. We'll do our pork and beans. We'll use the hatchet to open it up. Oh, lovely jubbly. 44 minutes fire duration remaining. That's good. Should we eat our pork and beans? Let's just eat our pork and beans, and then we'll boil up some more water. Food. Pork and beans. Assume it's been heated. Hot opened. Yeah, there we go. Eat that. I assume eating hot food helps to, like, yeah, deal with cold and stuff, but also, it's just nicer, isn't it? It's just nicer. Another litre of water, or melt another litre of snow. And we'll boil it. Yes, we got it all. Fantastic. And we've still got a few embers left, but that's fine. We don't need to do anything else with the fire. I don't think. We're getting a little bit tired. Less than an hour of daylight left. We'll have a little look at the crafting bench before we go to bed. We can make a hook, so we could do some ice fishing. Let's do that. Let's make a hook with the scrap metal that we've got, because we've salvaged up some line. So having a replenishable source of food would be awesome. I don't know if you consume these things when you do it. 3 hooks added to the inventory. Fantastic. We can't make any more line, but we don't need it at the moment. Fishing tackle, a hook and line used for catching fish. Yes. Yes. Make it. Make it so, number 1. Fishing tackle added to inventory. Fantastic. Don't think we can make anything else. We don't need to make a torch. We actually have a storm lantern here we could have if we wanted. I could do with finding some of this lichen, but I don't know. I've never seen any. Should we take the storm lantern this time and fill it up in case we wake up in the middle of the night again? No, we're not gonna. It seems like a waste. I mean, maybe we should have it on us just in case, but how much does it weigh?
That'll come in handy.
I assume storm lantern 1.1. We can harvest this stuff. So where is the? Look, we've got 2 down vests that we don't need. So let's harvest them both. So we just turn it into cloth. Look, that takes quite a while to tear it up and turn it into cloth. 9 hours of darkness remaining. We'll do one more. Actually, we'll have a drink and eat. Let's go and sit down. There is actually a comfy chair here. Look. Ah, I didn't need to. Actually, you know what? I say that. This is probably the comfy chair from the thing. I imagine I actually did haul it over whilst you weren't looking. Let's sit down, and we'll have our dinner. So we already ate the pork and beans, and apparently it didn't help all that much. So we're gonna have a bit of water. Oh no, that's not what I wanted to do. A bit of water, drink. Very nice, and we'll have a tin of sardines, I guess. Just gobble them down. How are we doing? Hunger's still pretty high, you know. Let's have got another tin of pork and beans, an energy bar, some dog food, some beef jerky. We'll eat the beef jerky. Come on. Alright, hunger's down into the green. I should probably ration what's left. So 9 hours of darkness left. We'll harvest this this other down vest. Oh no, we don't need to do it here. Because it's not very good. So and it's only a 20% condition, so we'll harvest that as well. Take another 20 minutes. Is there anything else we can harvest whilst we're here? The heavy wool sweater. It's only 22% condition, so it's it's completely knackered as well. So we'll harvest that. We've got loads of cloth. I don't know what we can do with all of this cloth. What would you suggest I do with all of this cloth? If you have a suggestion, leave it in the comments below. Let me know, and we will do it. Oh, it's pitch black. Where's that storm lantern? Oh, it's in my inventory. Shall I get it out? Where was it? Oh, I just dropped the energy bar. I gotta light the storm lantern. Here we go. Oh, it's lit! There we go. Let's pick up our energy bar because we want that, and we'll go upstairs and we'll go to bed. Freddy, we're coming up. No creeping around. Get back in your corner if you've been doing any wandering. Keep an eye out as always, please, buddy, and let me know if any wolves get in here, and we'll deal with it. Otherwise, I'm going to bed. How long we got? 8 hours, so we're going to sleep for 8 hours, and rest. All right, there we go. We have survived for 1 day, 17 hours and 35 minutes. We're doing so much better. Why is 4 drop an energy bar? I just don't understand it. Apparently I became incredibly dehydrated overnight, despite the fact that I drank plenty right before I went to sleep. Seems a bit weird to me, but there you go. We've got 1.1 litres. We've got half a litre of water left. I'm also super hungry again, despite having. I'm gonna have to do something about food, aren't I? Should we light the fire? Let's light the fire, and was any of these other get out a hatchet in case there's things out there. We're gonna have to light the fire again and boil up some more water. I guess so. Right. Well, you know what? Actually, we've probably done enough. Let's. It's windy again. It's windy again. We've got. Let's take a quick stock, and we'll decide, and then we will leave with the question of what are we going to do next. It doesn't feel like we've been going for very long, but the clock says 24 minutes, so quite a long time. So we've got some dog food. We've got an energy bar. We've got plenty of herbal tea. Let's have a cup of tea. I'm going to light the fire, boil up some water whilst we talk, because that seems like an efficient use of time. 55% chance. We're going to use reclaimed wood. 50% chance. Start the fire. Come on, this time. So yeah, the question is, what do we do now? We've got the train tracks to explore, so we can go in that direction. I think there was a way off to the left on the Mystery Lake where it looked like there might be some wilderness that we could go and have a little look at. Or there is probably wilderness around the hut without following the train tracks. Failed. Come on, let's get it lit. Let's get it lit. The wind is howling outside. I'm using some of my good wood, unfortunately, by accident. Wind is howling outside. We can't go out right now anyway, so we'll just light the fire and continue talking. You know, we've only got so much food left that we've managed to salvage, which means if we can't find any more huts or human habitations with more food in them, we're going to be in trouble. We're going to have to start creating our own food. We do have a fishing line, so we can attempt fishing. If that is something that people think is sensible. We are right next to the lake, and there are fishing huts there, so, you know, that does seem to be an option, certainly. This time. No, not this time. Come on, light the cursed fire. In the name of Zeus's beard, I demand that this fire be lit. How can we keep failing at 50% chance? There's actually a bit of a worry. I mean, I suppose we could go and grab some accelerant. I hope we're not wasting too much wood in the process of doing this and other things. That could be a problem if we are. I haven't actually taken stock and paid attention to how much wood and supplies we have. Hopefully, if the fire doesn't take, then, you know, the resources aren't consumed. There we go. We finally got it started. Fire starting skill increased to 56. We've got 2 reclaimed wood and 2 fir wood remaining. 22-minute duration on the fire. Add a bit of fuel. We'll melt some snow. We'll melt another 1.5 litres of snow. So yeah, there you go. That's the question. I think that the main options are go and fish at the lake, follow the train tracks, or explore the wilderness. Those are the three kind of like main paths that I see ahead of us as our next step. So if you have a particular preference for any of those, let me know in the comments below, and we will proceed on that basis. Literally, look, this is all we've got left food-wise. It's becoming quite important. We've got dog food and tomato soup and pork and beans. That's it. 3 tins. That's all we've got to eat. And starvation rations, I imagine you could survive off of that for 3 or 4 days, maybe. But yeah, I'd rather find more food. So let's take a quick look outside, see what the weather's like. Snowing and quite windy. Very, very cold. Very, very cold. Oh, it's not looking good. Alright, fine. Well, we're going to hunker down here and wait for the storm to pass. And indeed, we're going to wait for inspiration from on high to come forth. It's warm enough inside the camp office. We're safe here for the time being. But we will eventually run out of food. And so we can't stay here forever. Right, there we go. Fantastic. Right, well, I have been Weird Wizard. Thanks a lot for watching, everyone. I hope you're enjoying this series and, in fact, this episode. And I will see you later. Life is getting tougher in the long dark. How much longer can we survive? Tomorrow, of course, we'll be taking our regular look back in time on Retro Friday.